What the fuck is this? Depiction! Oh wow, that's scary. This Hattori this way, this expression. Oh, she's so pretty. Show and tell. Hi guys, I'm Judy and today I'm going to be watching Fruits Basket Reboot Season 1 Episode 21. I mean, it's called I Never Back Down from a Wave Fight, so that's obviously a Hana episode. And I think the next one is going to be one too, like it's pretty much like the couple of episodes that were for Uo. So here it's going to be about Hana, I'm pretty sure, about her backstory with like Tooru and stuff. I don't remember it exactly. I do know that she talked about how, you know, her parents were called in or something. I mean, it was kind of for comedic effect at the time. She was saying how her grades were so bad that even her waves can, like, you know, compensate for them. But for her brains, I mean. Anyway, but I do think there's some, I don't know why I brought that up. I think there's something about her parents like being brought in here or something. Anyway, there was some kind of bullying going on, I think. I seem to recall. Anyway, let's get into the episode and we'll see it for what it is. Never back down from checking out my Patreon, because then you can get ahead on Fruits Basket reactions in case you want to do so. I think I just posted episode 2 of season 2. That is so exciting. And I promise that there are no weird, crazy rules like the fan club has. But most importantly, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. It helps my channel grow so much. If you leave a comment, like, and subscribe, please make sure to support the original content. And let's get into it. Oh, that's a crow. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there hair around this eye? Like, what is this? Oh, it's the episode where they go to visit her, right? Okay. So maybe this kind of merges into a backstory or something? Oh, evil waves. That mom is, yeah. Like, that's definitely how I would want to be comforted after having a nightmare. Like, what are you screaming about so early in the morning? I mean, yeah, this Makoto stuff, Makoto, whatever her name is. Sigh of resignation. She's definitely over dramatic about everything, but I mean, like, it's a question of what happened first. Like, the mom was just too negligent or something, or too, like, just detached. And so Makoto had to kind of be over dramatic to get attention, or it was just the mom being like, oh my god, this girl is so over dramatic, I'm gonna stop, you know, taking everything she says seriously or something. Maybe it just evolved together. Oh, I'm starting to remember some things, I think. But she's worried about. It must be the glass. Maybe it's like super shiny. Motoko. Why did I call her Makoto? I'm sorry. Yes. She could read your waves, dudes.
私たち3人の手で必ずや成功させるのです。本田徹駆除政策を。
Defection! It's insane.
みんなで我が校に舞い降りた王子をたたえ、愛し守ろうをモットーとする。平たく言えば抜け駆けすんねえこの雨である。
Oh my goodness, this is scary, you know?
クラブ以外のものでも停滞を仕置きを受けるとか受けないとか。
Even if you're not a member, you might be punished or not punished. Very, very clear.
何の権利があってユキの隣で笑い、ユキと登下校を共にしますか。天津、ユキのご親戚の方々とも親しげに。本田徹、
Such an offense.
あの子は魔女です。
Oh wow, that's scary. This is Victoria's way of this expression.
魔女は強力な力を持つ魔王に庇護されています。そう、毒電波を操る魔王に。
ええ、そりゃもうどえらい毒電波でありましたとも。その間ずっと頭の中から声がするわ。奴らが枕元でどんちゃん騒ぎし続けるわ。
だからこそ今回の電波女宅潜入計画の失敗は許されません。何としても魔王の弱点を見つけ出し、それをもって毒電波を封じるのです。
I like how we have this like super weird random episode. Like we basically will get to know Hana better through this like kind of super roundabout way of like, you know. And then we also get to see kind of the mechanics of the Yuki club, Yuki fan club. It's kind of funny that we focus on that.
曲がるわ。花島さん、電車通学なんですね。
Like we get to see like two kind of unique perspectives, like the perspective of these girls and Hana. Just kind of focus on that.
花島先輩の家ってどんな感じでしょう。
She dreamed about that.
なんか私の想像でいくと周りにお墓なんかあるレトロな洋館で、先輩どうします？マジでそんな冗談じゃねえところだったら
ダッシュで逃げましょう。着いたわ。ここよ。
早っ。普通の
Like it's fun to see Hana from their point of view. Like, I mean, because she's really mysterious and we don't know much about her either. We just know that she cares about Tora a lot and she has this wave thing. But it's the, like you can understand why they think the way they do.
この家の中では本名を語らない方が身のためよ。
What an ominous thing.
もとこ先輩、私電波女が入れたお茶なんて飲みたくない。
南さん、ミオさん、強気です。
弱点と。少女漫画好きなんだ。ちょっと意外。あ、私もこれ持ってる。
何でもいいのです。日記とか写真とかポエムとか。
ポエム？それは痛いっす。
They have personal experience. They wrote poems of their own to Yuki or something.
でも
Creepy, oh my goodness.
ああ、めぐみ。
Look, I think the creepiness is the fact that everything is kind of normal, but also not.
どうも。
シャキッと出てこいや。
トールさんとアリサさんじゃないんだね。さっきの新しい友達？
いいえ、偶然同じ高校に通う、偶然同じ性別の赤の他人よ。
To put it.
お姉さんにそっくりですね。そんなことないわよ。
似てるって。生き写しだって。
そんなことできない。俺ができるのは人を呪うことだけ。特技は呪詛返しをさらに返すこと。これちょっと自慢。
Counter a
変な
counter
子よね。
curse.
あんたが言うな、あんたが言うな、あんたが言うな。
その人の名前さえ分かればどんな呪いも簡単にかけられる。そういえばまだあなたたちの名前聞いていない。
そうそう、
あまり長居しては失礼です。そうでございますね。ボート来てボート帰りましょう。もうほんとマジに弱点を聞き出すまではたとえ呪われても。
花島先輩には弱点ってありますか？
要点すぎるわボケあるわよ。そういうこと。でも弱点なんてずいぶん子供っぽいやり方ね。
汚いわよ。電波を使って心を読むなんて。
You just told her you were looking for her weakness.
ユキともう少し距離を保ちなさいと。そんなこと二人の勝手でしょ。嫉妬心から来る行動は醜いだけよ。
嫉妬じゃないもん。頭に来てるだけだもん。
You're crazy is what you mean.
君の何がわかるってのさ。
What do you do?
あなたたちこそトール君の何を分かっているの？
What do you even know about Yuki? You know nothing.
相馬ユキごときのせいで。
That's stupid.
聞かせていただいちゃったですとも。
トール君のどうせ
Minami, I think, is just her voice like gets to this like scratchy kind of tone. Is her?
私たちはユキのことが本当に好きです。愛しています。ホンダトールの行動がそんな私たちの思いを。
You like the idea of him, I think, more than who he actually is.
ユキに好かれているのは自分だけのような顔をして。
He doesn't even know you. He doesn't even want you around. You're crazy.
何を言っても許されるなんて思ってはいけない。一方的に高まった愛情をぶつけると相手の重荷になったり傷つけてしまう時もあるのだということを忘れてはいけない。でないとしまいには嫌われてしまうよ。南さん、ミオさん、元子さん。俺余計なことした？
いいえ。
No, you said very smart things.
私もね。本当は少し嫉妬していたの。
Yeah, when he talked, Hana was like listening. I mean, Saki.
相馬の人たちに取られてしまったようで少し寂しかった。そうよね。だからってわがままを言ってはダメね。あの三人のようになってはダメよね。
反面教師だね。
Like it's definitely a good sign that you can acknowledge your own weakness.
トール君駅で
You know, and not to actually, pursue it.
バイトの時間を遅らせてもらったんだと。お前が心配だったみたいだぜ。
Yeah, she is.
誰かを大切に思うのは少し辛い時もあって寂しくもなったりして、でも嬉しくしてくれるものよね。
Oh, she's so pretty.
私の弱点はいつだってトール君なのよね。
Yeah, we don't really see her backstory here. We just understand how much Tori means to her.
みんなで送っか。
年上の女性に囲まれてドキドキのシチュエーション。
てかお前本当に中学生らしくねえよな。
He certainly doesn't.
ちょっとねえったら聞いていますの？
ドッケスパツール。ド
何
ッケス
ですの？
パツール。
何をしてるんですの？
Focus, but so.
やめえ。ちょっとお願い。やめて。
ドッケスパツール。
木下さん、あなたもですか？
私もです。
まさか私たち本当にあら、プリンスユキはあなたたちに決して屈しませんよ。ご自由に。ああ、
She was like so out of the loop.
3日後。本当に呪い。さあ、答えは3日後。あなたは心身ともに魔王です。ごときなんてひどい言い方をして悪かったわね。
え？
思えばあなたも苦労しているのね。
は？
calling him trivial. Hana is like so random. She just looks so, you know, she has her own ways of thinking about things, and then she just kind of goes with it and assumes everyone around her will understand what she wants. Or she doesn't assume at all, she doesn't care, but it's just like, you're just like, okay, sure. I really like Hana. She's so weird, but like in a good way. Like, and we know how much Tooru means to her. Like she would, like we saw how much effort she put into trying to convince Yuki and Kyou, not trying, like just kind of telling them, like in that New Year when she was like made her way there to kind of tell them about how Tooru will spend the New Year alone. And you know, we saw it also in other moments, like Uo definitely like loves Tooru a lot, but there's something almost possessive, or not even possessive, not really, but could be potentially possessive, I guess, about Hana, the way she sees it, like about the fact that she's like, oh, I won't let anyone take Tooru away from me, like I'm not ready for her to get married, or I won't let anyone take her like that easily or something. And also when she said that she'd rather not remember Tooru at all, like if she loses her, if she dies or something, then she'd rather not remember her at all than care, like have her memory, like just kind of, you know, grieve her and kind of live with the loss of her. Like she said she couldn't handle it. So there's something like almost like very fragile about Hanajima in the way that, yeah, she said her weakness is Tooru, like she is, you know, very, very attached to her. Like you kind of understand where this kind of jealousy comes from when Tooru says, oh, you know, I can't make it today because I have work, and then Kisa and Hiro are supposed to come, and she just like smiles at her, but later you understand how much she felt kind of displaced in a way. Like she was kind of losing Tooru to the sohmas. Like Tooru definitely spends a lot of time with the sohmas now, and she has like this whole other life that she's part of, that Hana and Uo, like they're not exactly part of that, and it's kind of like taking up more of Toru's time. Like she lives with them, she knows them, she's like part of their lives in a very fundamental way, and Hana and like they have to feel that in some way. Like Uo, I think, just deals with it better. Like but there's something about Hana is just like very, I mean, she's still doing her best. Like she smiled when Tooru said and said, oh, I understand, like when Tooru said that she couldn't make it, and like she realizes that it's being selfish, you know, wanting to keep Tooru all to herself is very selfish of her, and she shouldn't burden Tooru with this need. Like for her to feel reassured, she needs Tooru to always kind of be there for her, like when she needs her. And she kind of stops herself from actually, you know, actually taking action in anywhere or actually saying anything. Like it's definitely very true, like what Megumi said, basically, that, you know, loving someone doesn't give you kind of the right to dictate their life, or to feel like you know everything about them and you can do everything you like, what you perceive is right or wrong. Like you really should, like, it's not even loving someone. When you love someone, you consider their feelings. Like when you truly respect them, you go to them first and you ask and you make sure. I mean, they love Yuki in the way that you love a celebrity, someone you don't really interact with on a personal basis, because they don't let themselves interact with him, because they're like, so, oh my god, Yuki, like you can't even talk to him, you can't even look at him, you can't even call his name or whatever. Like they kind of like put him on this pedestal and then assume somehow that they know best because they love him so much, but they don't even, you know, scratch the surface. Like they have no fucking clue what they're talking about, and they just like build up this image of him, and I was just like, and it's and the way, the thing is here that the way that it's depicted, like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of cult or something, some kind of military, you know, something is, it's like it just kind of, it's true in the way that it conveys to you just how creepy and obsessed and horrible this fan club is. Like it's based around this fake image of Yuki that they have, that they uphold, this ideal of Yuki. I mean, they don't even know anything about him. They don't. they just know what they want to think they know. And the fact that they have the audacity to just be like, oh, you can't, like, how dare you, you know, be close to Yuki and I don't know, and talk to him like he likes you. Oh, like, Tori doesn't think about that. She's just there because they like to spend time together. Obviously, if Yuki didn't want that, he wouldn't spend time with her. Like the fact that they kind of insert themselves into the narrative and are just like, oh, we're so wrong. Look what Tori's doing to Yuki. Like, no, Yuki's just a person and he likes spending time with Toru, and so that's what happens. Like they kind of don't want their fantasy of Yuki to be touched. They want to keep on thinking of Yuki as this kind of mysterious prince, you know, that no one has a right to even get close to. So the fact that Toru spends time with him kind of besmirches that ideal, because he just becomes like a person who's friends with Tori, you know. And obviously it's like she you know, takes her place beside him, and that's kind of what they all want to do, and they're not allowed to do it. I mean, they're not allowed, like they don't allow themselves to do it because they're jealous of each other. So instead they kind of point their entire jealousy at Tori because she gets to do it, because she's just a normal human being who happens to be happen to get to know Yuki on a real level, like actually know him as a person and not treat him like a I don't know what. Yeah, I like this kind of perspective. Like, I like this episode. It's so weird. It's just like, it's so creative in the way that it chooses to kind of, I guess, take a look at the friendship between Tori and Hana through the perspective of these three insane girls, you know, and just kind of gives them legitimacy in a way. Not legitimacy. They're not legitimate. They're insane. But like, it just kind of gives us kind of a way, like, because so far we've just seen them as like these caricature. They're still pretty caricature, but like these really stupid girls that just show up to make life hard for Tori, kind of. And they really love Yuki. They really love Yuki. But here we kind of saw the way they take and how they think, and the fact that they're taking actions to prevent whatever it is they perceive this wrong they perceive that's been done to them. Like, we see them the way they see themselves, kind of like their righteousness, and the way that they're like, oh yeah, this is for a good cause. We're actually eradicating, you know, this bad demon witch duo from the world. Like how they paint themselves as the heroes in this fake story that they came up with. And Hana is just intriguing, and the fact that her brother is like just as weird is awesome, because we know that the rest of the family at least is not at all weird. Like, they're pretty much an ordinary family, and they have an ordinary house and pretty much an ordinary like bedroom, except it's like black. So here there wasn't anything, like I thought maybe they kind of mixed this episode with the backstory episode or something, but I think the backstory is just gonna be next time, if I'm not mistaken. So here we just got to see that Hana, like the fact I mean, we know that they're really good friends, and we already know that they felt bad about how Toru had to kind of live in a tent. They didn't know what she was going through, and she didn't tell them and stuff. Like, they already kind of felt bad about it. And now, like, we see how the fact that she's part of the sohmas, like, she lives with them, and is definitely, a lot of her life revolves around them now. And it like affects her friendship. Like, maybe it doesn't affect it to the point that it's like, oh my god, you know, but it affects at least Hana, in the sense that she feels like, you know, she doesn't have all of Toru's attention the way she used to. I also like the implication here that, you know, spending time with the sohmas is a good thing for Toru. It's something that Hana recognizes is changing Toru. She sees her changing. Like, nothing stays the same, and therefore their relationship can't stay the same. Not exactly. But Hana can bring herself, you know, to ruin that, because she wants what's good for Toru at the end. And she can see that spending time with the sohmas is good for Toru. It's a relationship that Toru actively wants and cherishes. So the only way for Hana to, you know, react to that is to adapt to the new state of being and make the most of what she does have. She's not only not letting herself be selfish and just expect Toru to just, you know, be there all the time. And I mean, and Toru, like, it's not like she was really displaced from Toru's side, because Toru cares about her deeply, obviously. And as soon as she heard that there was something that was going to go down, she made an effort to go and like check on her. So yeah, like it was really nice to see Hana like acknowledge the fact that, yeah, I can't be selfish about this. I can just demand Toru's, you know, friendship all to myself, but I'm still Toru's friend, and she still like thinks about me. And she was kind of like made secure in that, because Toru made all the effort to come there. And I mean, that's the reason why Hana cares about her so much to begin with. It's a weird but sweet episode. I do like it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons, Redding Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Stone Tree, Tyranor, and Michael Gabriel. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons, who without their support I would never be able to do any of this. Thank you so much.